It's day 19 in geometry. And again, today is Wednesday, November 5th. Okay. And for this do now, we were supposed to find the area and the perimeter of each quadrilateral below. So before we start these, let's write our formulas. How do we find the area of a quadrilateral?
B H.
Good. Area equals B times H, or base times height. Perimeter. How do we find that?
N times S.
Say it one more time.
N times S.
We could do N times S if all the sides are the same length. Now, some of these won't have all four sides the same length. What's the other formula we can use for perimeter of quadrilaterals?
B equals 2 times B plus S.
Yes, B plus S. My base plus my side length. There's two base lengths, two side lengths, so we just take them both times 2. So we're going to be using these two formulas for these problems below. So starting at number 1, first, before we even begin area and perimeter, what shape is this? A rhombus. Is it a rhombus? It looks really similar to a rhombus.
Parallelogram.
Ooh, it's a parallelogram. What would make it a rhombus? What would make it a rhombus? You remember what makes a rhombus a rhombus? That back on your nose.
I don't remember exactly, and I may not have been here when y'all talked.
Okay.
But like, are all the sides the same length?
Yes.
Rhombus?
Yes.
Okay.
In order for a parallelogram to be considered a rhombus, it will look a lot like a parallelogram, but all four sides must be the same length. A rhombus is a tilted square. That's how I like to think of it, tilted square.
Okay.
So that's the difference. So this is a parallelogram. I'm going to just write that up at the top. Parallelogram, because we have opposite sides the same length, but they're not all four the same length. So if I want to find my area, I'm going to use my area formula. Base times height. Which number is my base? 12.5. That's my base. Which one is my height?
The 8 inches.
8. Good. Remember, the height measures from the top to the bottom. The side is a tilted length. It's not going to give us the height. So we are going to use B and H, 12.5 and 8. What equation am I writing here?
You're going to do 12.5 times 8.
Yes. 12.5 is my base times 8 is my height.
That gives you 100 inches squared.
Oh, that's a really nice number. 100 inches squared, like that. Perfect. So my area is 100 inches squared. Area is always squared. Okay, so I've got my area. How about perimeter?
You do that. 2 times B plus S.
Yeah. So I have my B. My base is 12.5. What's the length for my side?
9.2.
9.2. That's my side. So we're going to plug that in. Perimeter equals 2 times
12.5, 9.2.
12.5 plus
9.2.
good 9.2.
And then the 12.5 plus 9.2 gives you 21.7.
Perfect. So I'll bring down my 2. When I add those together, we do get 21.7.
And 2 times that equals 43.4 inches.
Perfect. we get 43.4 inches for perimeter. So 43.4 inches. How'd we do on that one? We got the numbers? Good. Good. Okay, wonderful. So that was number 1. We found our area and perimeter. Let's look at number 2. I don't have the angles marked, but if they were, what shape would this be? This would be a square. I'm going to just draw in my 90-degree angles here. This is a square. So I've only given you one measurement. If I want to find the area of this square, what will I do?
Well, the square has an equal amount of sides, it's 4 sides.
Yes, all 4 sides are the same length here. So I could mark this over here if I wanted to. So this would be my base.
But it's also your side.
But it's also my side. It's also my height. It's everything. Everything is 13.7. So to find my area, what will I write down?
13.7 squared.
Oh my goodness, that's the smartest way you can do it. It's 13.7 times 13.7 because base times height. But if you take a number times itself, that means you're squaring it. So if we really wanted to keep it super simple, I could just do 13.7 squared. It's the same thing. I'm going to write below it though, just to make sure I'm not confusing anybody. We're just doing 13.7 times 13.7.
And it gives you 187.69 inches squared.
187 point,
0.69
perfect, 69
inches squared.
inches squared. Good. And if you are curious, you can also do that on a calculator using your square button. I can type 13, let me just clear it, 13.7 and hit X squared, enter, and I get that, 187.69. Same thing as 13.7 times 13.7. Same thing. Both of them work. So I'll write that in. 187.69 inches squared. Okay. And how do I find my perimeter?
2 times B plus S.
2 times the base plus the side, B plus S. I can use that formula, absolutely. So what would I plug into that?
13.7 and plus 13.7.
Plus 13.7 again. 2 times, my base is 13.7, my side is 13.7. So let's see. 13.7 plus 13.7. What do we get?
27.4.
27.4. And last step. Is our perimeter.
54.8.
Good. 54.8 inches. That is our perimeter. Yeah. Okay, so we've done number 1 and number 2. And I'm going to slowly shift it down. How'd we do on number 2? Get them? Good, good. Okay, how about number 3? What kind of shape is this? Rectangle. Good. That is a rectangle. So, how do I find my area?
53.2.
Perfect. My base times my height, 53.2 times 23.1.
It gives you 1228.92 inches squared.
Yes, 1228.92 or 1,228.92 inches squared. Put that down. I'll write that in my area spot. 1,228.92 inches squared. And now let's do perimeter.
You do 2 times 53.2 plus 23.1.
Yes, 2 times my base and my side, 53.2 plus 23.1.
You can just distribute those.
You can distribute that. You could also add first. Either one is fine.
I distributed first.
Okay, so tell me what that would look like if we decide to distribute. What would happen?
The 2 times 53.2, that gives you 106.4.
Perfect.
And
106.4.
The 2 times 23.1, that gives you 46.2.
Okay.
And then add those together and it gives you 1,000 or 152.6 inches.
Perfect. Perfect. 152.6 inches. Good. So my perimeter is 152.6 inches. How'd we do on number 3? Got it, got it. Good. Good. Okay. Oops. Forgot my phone. Forgot it. That will be my phone. No, it's sitting in my lap. Okay. So we've done number 1, number 2, and number 3. Number 4, I give you a challenge. I've never taught you how to do this, but I'm wondering if one of you knows how. For number 4, I gave you a triangle. This is a challenge. So I'm going to actually pull out a separate piece of paper to work this problem out so that I can use as much space as I need. So I am going to redraw this triangle real quick. Let's see. First of all, what kind of triangle is this?
A right triangle.
It's a right triangle. What else do we know about the kind of triangle it is? If we look at the angles. Think back to unit 2.
Acute.
It's not
no.
The
Isosceles.
isosceles. That would mean 2 sides are the same length. Think about the angles. Scalene. This will be scalene. You're right. There's something special about it.
Put it up to.
No, we have a right angle. It's a right triangle. It's a right triangle. It's scalene, but it's a very specific special.
Oh, it's special right triangle.
It's a special right triangle.
Oh, okay.
It's a 30, 60, 90 triangle.
I literally
Just
as you were about to start giving us the hint, I was like, wait.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do this.
Right,
I've copied it down. I'm gonna rewrite my measurements. 10 inches here. 8.66 inches here. So first of all, does anybody know how we could find this missing side? This is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. You guys remember those special X value measurements I gave you for the side length?
I do.
You do? Can anybody tell me?
I can.
Okay, tell me.
Your 10 inches is gonna be 2x.
Yes. 10 is going to be 2x.
Your 8.66 inches is gonna be x.
Is it x? 2x is the longest side.
The A66 would be X. Wouldn't it?
Both of you said x. I think about this. Your triangle is tilted over to the side. If you have a 30, 60, 90 triangle, let me draw it the way that you might be looking at it. Your x is here, your 2x is here, your x radical 3 is here. Up here is your 30-degree angle. Across from 30 is x. Your 60 is here. Across from 60 is x radical 3. Across from 2x is your 90-degree angle. So across from 90, we have 2x. What's across from 30?
X.
X. This is x.
So
Across from 60 is,
the x radical 3.
yes,
So I was looking at it backwards.
that's okay. X radical 3. Perfect. So I have 2x. I want to find x. 5. If 10, let's work that out real quick. If 10 is equal to 2x, and I'm trying to solve for x, how will I do that? Divide by 2. Good. Little review. X equals 5. Okay, so I have my side length. It's 5 inches. Okay, so I want us to think about how we find the area of a rectangle. What is the area formula for a rectangle again? Or any quadrilateral with parallel sides? We just used this formula on the last 3 problems.
Did you say area or perimeter?
Area.
Yeah.
A equals B times H.
A equals B times H, base times height. For this triangle, what do you think our base would be?
The 8.6.
The 8.66. What do you think our height would be?
5.
5. So a triangle is half of a rectangle or half of a quadrilateral. So what do you think I could do as a formula to find the area of a triangle if it's half of that?
8.66 times 5.
Yes, that would be half of it. I need one more thing for the area of a triangle. It won't be the same formula, but it'll be real similar. If the whole thing for a rectangle would be base times height, how do you think I would find the area of half of that rectangle?
You just
Divide it.
Divide it by 2. Divide by 2. So to find the area of a triangle, we just do the same thing, base times height, but then we divide it by 2. That's it. So let's try to find our area now. My base, we said, is 8.66. We said the height is 5. So yeah, we plug these in, multiply, and divide by 2. So area equals 8.66 times 5 divided by 2. So what do we get on top?
You get 43.3.
43.3.
You can divide that by 2. And you get 21.65.
Divide by 2. And we get 21.65.
So the area is 21.65 inches.
inches
Square.
squared. Good. So that's how we find the area of a triangle. Base times height divided by 2. 21.65 inches squared. Good. Now, perimeter is just the distance around the sides of any shape. How do you think I could find the perimeter of this triangle?
2 times base plus side.
But which side would I use?
Use the 10-inch time.
Okay, so we would be using the 10-inch side. So does that mean that there's 2 sides that are 8.66 and there's 2 sides that are 10?
No.
No, so we can't use that formula, can we? Whenever we're finding perimeter, we're really just adding those side lengths all together. Triangle just has 3 sides.
So you're gonna add 5, 10, and 8.66.
Yeah, that's it. Just add those 3 numbers together.
Because you've already found out all the info.
Yes, we have all the info we need. So to find perimeter, what I'm going to write is add all sides. If you don't want to memorize the perimeter formula, you can use this for every shape. You can just add all the sides together. So we're going to do 5 plus 10 plus 8.66.
You give you 23.66 inches.
Perfect. Perimeter is 23.66 inches. Nice. Okay, so that was just a little extra thing. There we go. Okay. Does that make sense how we got those formulas? Or is anybody confused about it? Makes sense where they came from. Give me like a thumbs up if you understand or something. Okay, good deal. Good deal. All right. I'll leave that up for a second. I see a few people still copying it down. But as soon as you have that copied and ready, let's take our notes out. And I would like for us to make a little page. We're going to organize all these formulas we've learned and get them all in one place so that we can find them a little more easily. So I'm going to pull out my notebook.
I gotta go to. Thank you.
This is fun. I will start the title, my note page here. Unit 3. Today, we are on day 19, so I'm going to title this Day 19 Notes. And again, it is Wednesday, November 5th. Get this out of the way. Now we're going to look at some notes. So let's get organized. I'm going to have us title this as our area / perimeter formulas. And I would recommend that this is a page you put a tab on, just like how we put tabs for our triangle types, our special right triangles, things like that. I'm going to make a tab that says area/perimeter. And I'm gonna stick it on the side here. So let's see. Area/perimeter. So let's start with our simpler formulas, which I believe the most simple formulas are the ones for quadrilaterals, specifically for quadrilaterals with parallel sides. So basically the parallelograms. All right. Quadrilaterals. Words are so long. 2 words take up a whole line. Right? So quadrilaterals/parallelograms. And below that, I'm going to draw myself a little picture. It does not have to be a super accurate picture. I'm just going to draw a tilted line here, a tilted line here, and those lines to draw a sort of parallelogram. My opposite sides as being equal, with 1 tick mark on my shorter sides, 2 on my longer. Let's label everything. So on my parallelogram here, my 2 shorter lengths we label with an S or side. My 2 longer lengths, I'm going to label with a B for base. Then going through here, I'll do a dotted line with a 90-degree angle box. And this will be H for height. Now, beside that, I'm going to draw a similar picture, but this time it'll be more like a rectangle. So that we have a reference for a quadrilateral where there is a side and a height that are the same measure. This again will have side, side, base, base. And our height is the same as our side. So I'll put H right here next to side. It's the same. Yeah. And then, of course, we will write our formulas below. So I'm going to write area equals, what is my area formula? Base times side. It would be side for a rectangle.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi.
Yes. Base times height. Good. Base times height. That's okay. Area is base times height. Bless you. And below that, I'm going to write perimeter. And what is my perimeter formula? Yes, 2 times the bases and the sides. The reason we do that is because there's 2 bases and there's 2 sides, so we're just taking them times 2. This is light blue. Feeling stressed yesterday with how our notes were coming out. Felt like they were a little all over the place, so I just want to get us organized today. Like, I feel like this is tough to go back and figure out which formula to use.
Yeah.
So hopefully this will help today. Okay, so those are our formulas for quadrilaterals or parallelograms. And if we want to make a note for perimeter or for area, I can write over to the side or just add all the sides together. So I'm going to slowly scoot that up. And the next couple of formulas we're going to look at are regular polygon formulas. So I will draw a line. Um, Now remember, regular polygons are the shapes where all of the sides are the same length, all of the angles are the same measure. All sides equal. And for the regular polygons picture, let's see if we can draw a little hexagon. I think hexagons won't be too difficult to draw, and I'll guide you through that. So what we're going to do is start with a short line there. And then we'll want 2 lines tilting off of it like that. So there's 3 sides. That's half of it. And then I'll just bring 2 more down. At the bottom. So I have 6 sides. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just enough that you can tell what is a side, what is an angle. But make it curvy.
I'm not good at the part.
This
I'm not
is-
either.
This is tough.
God.
That's okay. Do your best. So the things that we need to label on here, first of all, is we need to put 1 tick mark on every side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to write S. Label all of these. Somewhere very close to what may look like the center, we're going to draw a point, center point. And then we want to draw a dotted line, kind of like the height, going straight down with a 90-degree angle. We use a different color. Label this with a pothole. This is, of course, the economy. So, I'm going to make a little key over to the side. We need 3 different letters, 3 variables. We need the A, we need the S, we also need N. N,
Number of sides.
yes, means the number of sides. A is a pothole. So now we need area and perimeter formulas. But I'm going to write perimeter first this time because with regular polygons, we need the perimeter to find the area. So I will write perimeter. What formula do we use to find the perimeter?
Side. Side.
Perfect. Number of sides in times the side length, S. And I'm going to write over here, or you could just add all the side lengths again. Need area. What's area formula?
Equals perimeter times the log divided by 2.
Perfect. We're gonna use the perimeter that we find, multiply it times the apothem, and divide by 2. The teeny tiny bit of space left. You can also write the triangle formulas. Two pictures for triangles. Sometimes we have a right triangle. Other times we have some other kind of triangle. Don't have a right triangle. For instance, we have just a triangle like this second one I drew. You don't have a side that is on a 90-degree angle. We will draw the height like we do with the parallelogram. We'll just make a line going down the middle, make a 90-degree angle, and call that the height. Height. And then what would the bottom length be called? The base. So there's my base. And then anything else we would call our sides. This right triangle, our height is also still a side. So we could put this there too, just so that we remember to include it when we find perimeter. So now I'm gonna write area, perimeter. Remember the area formula for a triangle, we just learned that. It's just like a quadrilateral, but cut in half. So I'm going to write again, area equals base times height divided by 2. Height divided by 2. And perimeter, I don't know that we have a great formula for perimeter. I would just say add all the sides together. That's what I would say. E equals add your three sides together. That was lots to write down, lots to draw. I'm gonna pause this recording and give you guys as much time as you need to catch up on writing this. And then we'll get a chance to use all of it. So I'm gonna pause that. All right, so you've had some time to copy that down. So I just gave you all this worksheet. Perimeter and area of regular polygons. So it says find the perimeter and the area of each regular polygon below. Now, I'm going to repeat what I said while I wasn't recording. I know we just learned triangle formulas, but these are specifically regular triangles. So I'm telling you that we are going to still use the regular polygon formulas, because if I wanted to use the triangle formulas, I would need a height, and I am not giving you a height. The height needs to go all the way from the top of the shape to the bottom. This is just going from the middle to the side. So I don't know the height. We're going to use these formulas, even for the triangles. Okay? So why don't we take a look at number one? And I am going to rewrite these formulas out here. My P equals N times S, and my A equals P times A divided by 2. So with that in mind, let's take a look at number one. For number one, how do I find perimeter here?
Number of sides.
Yeah, the number of sides. How many sides do I have?
3.
3. 1, 2, 3. So 3 times, my side length, 58.8 is my side. So let's do P equals 3 times 58.8. And what does that give us?
176.4 centimeters.
Perfect. 176.4 centimeters. Good. Now that I have my perimeter, how do I find the area?
Your perimeter times the apostrophe,
Mm-hmm.
and then divided by 2.
Perfect. Perimeter times apothem divided by 2. The only thing I have left is 17, so that must be it. So we'll use that perimeter we just found, 176.4 times 17 divided by 2. What do we get?
2,938.8.
Okay, so 176.4 times 17, you are correct, is 2,998.8.
You gotta divide that by 2,
Yes.
and that gives you 1499.4.
Good. Area is 1499.4
centimeters squared.
centimeters squared. Good. Perfect. That is your area. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. So I just wanted to run through at least the triangle with you so we don't get confused trying to figure out what the height is. We're using the regular polygon formulas for this worksheet. So what I would like for you to do is to just get some good practice with this. I am at 2 o'clock going to want to give you guys a break. So I'm going to set a 15-minute timer for until then. And I want you guys to try to solve the area and perimeter for all of these. If you finish before the timer goes off, you can go to break early and just have a longer break. So I'm going to pause this, set a timer, and timer goes off, we'll go to break. When we come back from break, we'll go over the answers. Pause. Okay, so we are back from our break. I made an answer key, and really quickly, we'll just go through all of them one more time. Number 1, we did together. Perimeter 176.4 centimeters. Area 1499.4 centimeters squared. Number 2, we got perimeter 59 inches. Area 238.95 inches squared. Number 3, perimeter is 55.2 inches. Area is 229.08 inches squared. Number 4, perimeter is 63.6 centimeters. Area is 349.8 centimeters squared. Number 5, perimeter is 115.5 inches. Area 808.5 inches squared. And last but not least, number 6, the perimeter is 60.9 centimeters and the area is 274.05 centimeters squared. So I've got all my work shown up here. Obviously, we didn't run through all of these. I'm just giving you the answer key. Before I move us towards the end of today, do we want to see any of these worked out slowly, or do we feel good about them? Okay, good, good, good. Okay, good. All right, guys. Y'all have worked your butts off today. We've done a lot of practice. Lots of practice, lots of writing notes. This is really all of the stuff in this unit. This and the angles that we have messed around with on Monday. Coming to the end of the unit. So I mentioned earlier today that we are looking towards a quiz next week. So just a heads up, on Monday, we will probably be doing a practice quiz. Tuesday, we'll probably do the quiz. And so tomorrow, we will not have another exit ticket, but we will be reviewing absolutely everything, making sure we feel good about all of it before next week. So, all that being said, if you feel great about everything we've learned, then I'm going to give you your exit ticket. I have lots of practice that is completely optional. If you would like to stay and do some more practice, I can have that available for you. But this is what your exit ticket will look like, and I'll come pass it around to you guys. You have 2 shapes here. For both of them, you will find the perimeter and the area, and then you answer a question. Is this a regular polygon? Circle, yes or no. Second shape, find perimeter, find area, and then is this a regular polygon? Circle, yes or no. And just as a reminder, what makes a shape a regular polygon? What makes a... Go ahead. Yeah, all of my sides have to be equal for it to be regular. So if they're not equal, that answer is going to be no. So guys, that is our exit ticket today. Again, if you want to stay and do some practice, I'm happy to get some out for you. If you feel good about this, I'm going to pass this out and you are free to go a little early again. The end.